The New Merchants of Self-Delusion, a Nietzschean polemic against the peddlers of weakness. Look around, modern reader. You exist in an era of unparalleled possibility. With a mere flick of your fingers, you can summon the sum of human knowledge from the void. Grasp at secrets once hidden behind monastery walls, decipher codes of science, philosophy, and mastery that emperors and priests once hoarded for themselves. The old gods are dead, the old gatekeepers deposed, knowledge is free. Skills, wealth, power, yours for the taking. And yet, what do we see? A world of voluntary slaves, shackled not by iron, but by illusion. The same masses who were once led to kneel before priests now prostrate themselves before the new merchants of self-delusion, the influencers, gurus, self-help prophets, get-rich-quick hucksters, and mystic charlatans. They do not sell salvation in the afterlife. No, their merchandise is more insidious. They sell you your own self-delusion, wrapped in affirmations, success formulas, and overpriced courses promising shortcuts to enlightenment, wealth, and fulfillment. The poison of the new merchants. What was once the religious pamphlet peddled in the village square has now transformed into the TikTok influencer whispering into your ear. The YouTube mystic selling high-vibration nonsense, the life coach who has monetized his own mediocrity. They promise secrets, shortcuts, transformation, but what they really sell is dependency. They offer you the dream of mastery without the suffering required to attain it, the illusion of self-actualization without the brutal confrontation with reality. They do not demand that you struggle and overcome. Instead, they whisper comforting lies into the ears of the weak. You are perfect as you are, so why change? You can manifest wealth with your thoughts, so why work? Happiness is just a mindset, so why question? If you're not successful, it's because you haven't found the right guru yet. So keep paying. These merchants of delusion do not seek to make you strong. No, they thrive on your weakness. They sniff out the injured, the lost, the anxious, offering them not the will to power, but a numbing escape. For every possible road to greatness, there is now 1,000 roads to sedation. The hustle culture influencer selling a dopamine rush of motivation while keeping you trapped in endless consumption of his content, never actually achieving anything. The get-rich-quick snake oil merchant who promises you six-figure incomes with no effort, no discipline, just buy his course and keep believing. The escapist mystic who tells you that you need not fight, need not strive, only align your energy and wait for the universe to reward you. The medicate and forget propagandist who insists that any struggle, any discomfort is a pathology, just take the pill and shut up. The toxic cheerleader who encourages your worst habits, who celebrates mediocrity as virtue, who tells you that your failures are never your fault, only the world's cruelty. Look closely. Every one of these figures is a tyrant in disguise, for they do not seek to free you, but to bind you in their orbit forever. They do not cultivate warriors, they farm followers. They do not build creators, they manufacture consumers. The great opportunity and the hidden abyss. The modern age is the greatest test humanity has ever faced. Never before have men been so free. Never before have they had so many tools to become something greater than themselves. The potential is immeasurable. You can learn any skill, absorb any knowledge, connect with brilliant minds, create art, philosophy, science with power once reserved for kings and gods. And yet the abyss calls. The easier path, the path of the herd, seduces the weak-willed with soft pillows of affirmation and easy consumption. Why suffer for greatness when mediocrity is so well praised? Why sharpen your sword when blunted minds are rewarded with likes and dopamine hits? The choice is before you. Will you be a creator or a consumer? The creator suffers, struggles, rejects easy answers, and builds himself anew. The consumer drifts, obeys, praises his own chains, and calls it self-love. The new merchants want you to consume. They want you dependent. They want you complacent. They want you afraid of true independence, of true struggle, of true transformation. For if you became powerful, you would have no need for them. A call to the new free spirits. Let the weak continue to buy their illusions. Let the desperate bow before their Instagram priests and their YouTube shamans. But for you, the few who hear this and feel the fire burning within, there is another path. Reject the shortcuts, the soothing lies, the cults of mediocrity. Choose instead the path of brutal self-overcoming. Doubt everything that comes too easily. Destroy the false idols of the digital age. Embrace discomfort as the forge of greatness. Seek knowledge, not validation. Become your own authority. The road ahead is steep, but it is real. The rewards are not instant, but they are yours alone. The world has opened its doors, but not all doors lead to freedom. So I ask you, will you choose the hard path of the Creator, or will you worship at the feet of the new merchants, buying your own delusion, one dopamine hit at a time? Exercises for the new free spirits. Words alone are not enough. Action is the crucible of transformation. If you are truly ready to escape the grip of modern colporteurs and reclaim your power, you must prove it through action. These exercises are designed to help you build self-mastery, break free from dependence, and forge yourself into a creator instead of a consumer. 1. The 7-day information purge. Break the chains of mental slavery. Goal: identify and eliminate toxic influences that keep you weak, distracted, or dependent. Step 1. Take inventory, day 1 to 2. Write down every influencer, YouTuber, self-help guru, or online personality you follow. Ask, are they making me stronger or just keeping me entertained? Do they push me to act, create, struggle? Or do they just give me a dopamine hit of motivation? Step 2. The purge, days 3 to 4. Unfollow every figure that encourages passivity, escapism, or easy answers. Remove all get-rich-quick scammers, mystical nonsense peddlers, toxic cheerleaders, and influencers selling you a lifestyle instead of real value. Block distractions. Turn off notifications for unnecessary social media and news. Step 3. Rebuild with intent, day 5 to 7. Follow only those who give you real skills, knowledge, and challenge your thinking. Replace entertainment with learning, books, courses, skills training, or real-life practice. Dedicate at least 1 hour per day to actual work on a skill or craft instead of passive consumption. Final question. At the end of 7 days, ask yourself, do I feel more in control? Do I feel less anxious, less dependent on digital noise? What did I replace my distractions with? The goal is not total abstinence, it is control. You must be the master of your mind and your influences, not their slave. 2. The 100-hour rule. Build instead of consume. Goal: prove to yourself that creation greater than consumption by devoting 100 hours to building something real. Step 1. Choose a skill that scares you. Pick something that requires effort, real struggle, and mastery. Writing, book, essay, blog, philosophy. Music, compose, produce, play an instrument. Programming, learn Python, AI, web development. Business, start freelancing, build a side hustle. Martial arts/fitness, train, compete, push limits. Step 2. Set a 100-hour goal. Every day, track your hours spent creating in a notebook or spreadsheet. Set a public challenge. Post about your journey only after you've completed at least 10 hours. For every hour spent consuming, watching, reading, scrolling, match it with an hour spent creating. Step 3. No dopamine rewards until you earn them. No scrolling, watching videos, or indulging in motivation until you hit your daily creation goal. Use a website blocker to prevent distractions if necessary. If you fail, double the required hours the next day. Make failure painful. Final question. How did 100 hours of action change you? Are you still the same person who needed self-help books and motivational nonsense? Or have you built something real? 3. The self-reliance challenge. Become your own authority. Goal: train yourself to rely on your own intellect, judgment, and discipline instead of external validation. Step 1. Make a decision without asking anyone. Choose something important, a career move, a training regimen, a creative project, and make a decision without seeking advice or reassurance from social media, friends, or gurus. Stand by it for 30 days. Step 2. Create before you consume. For the next 30 days, every morning before you consume anything, social media, news, emails, self-help books, you must write, train, build, or plan something, even if it's just for 15 minutes. This rewires your brain to be a creator first, consumer second. Step 3. Argue against yourself. Every week, write down one belief you hold strongly and spend an hour trying to prove yourself wrong. Read opposing views, challenge your logic, and strengthen your thinking. If you still believe the same thing after rigorous questioning, your belief is earned, not inherited. Final question. Have you become your own thinker? Are you still looking for external validation? Have you started trusting your own mind and instincts more than outside noise? The choice is yours. The world has opened 2 doors before you. Door 1, be a consumer, follow the herd, worship the influencers, buy the courses, stay weak, dependent, and endlessly searching for meaning in others. Door 2, be a creator, forge your own path, destroy distractions, struggle, build, master yourself. Most will stay in the herd, few will step forward. Which door do you choose? Prove it.